Welcome to The Issue, your number one source for debating today's hottest topics in sports. I'm Larry Marinia. Right here next to me is Derek Stevens, also known as Scrap. I'm also known as Laro. Today we're going to talk a little NFL, NBA, and MLB, along with a nice little home court local segment where we're going to talk about things that's going on in New Mexico. On top of that, we're going to have a locked-in segment with Scrap, and then we're going to finish things up with a little Mayweather-McGregor. So let's get it.
Alrighty guys, welcome back to the show. We are getting ready to get into our hot topics today. The first hot topic that we're going to have is going to be best quarterback today. That's what we want to speak about. I'm going to take Tom Brady.
Okay.
My counterpoint, Larry, he's going to take Aaron Rodgers, correct?
Yes, sir. Yes, sir. Yes,
He
sir.
seems to think that Aaron Rodgers is actually better than Tom Brady. So let's go. You tell me why or your issue with me saying Tom Brady is better than Aaron Rodgers.
I'm gonna go with Aaron Rodgers, and I think Tom Brady is great. But I'm going with Aaron Rodgers because I feel like purely as a passer, I feel like he's more accurate, and I feel like getting outside the pocket, he's a lot more effective. Getting outside the pocket, I don't think there's anybody in the game better running. He'll scramble left, he'll scramble right, and throw the ball with pinpoint precision.
Right.
I do believe that Tom Brady is a great quarterback, but I just don't believe that he has those same attributes as Aaron Rodgers.
Okay. Now see, my issue with that, ladies and gentlemen, is this. I like champions. When we pull out Tom Brady's resume speaks for itself amongst the greatest players in NFL history, especially at the quarterback position. Right now, Tom has went to how many Super Bowls?
7.
Aaron Rodgers has went to how many?
1, but he won it.
Okay.
He's a champion also.
Okay.
Aaron Rodgers is definitely a champion also. But let me say this.
Go
My
ahead.
issue with you saying Tom Brady and going with, okay, the rings and the winning and whatnot, Aaron Rodgers is a winner as well, but
Right.
I believe that most of Tom Brady's success has come through Bill Belichick. I feel like Bill Belichick is pretty much the sole reason for most of those championships. You know,
Right.
in the game of football, it's a 53-man roster, so there's a lot of working parts that have to work together to get it done. So in my opinion, I look at Bill Belichick as being the head of the operation. I feel like if you put Aaron Rodgers in that New England system, he's 7 for 7 in those Super Bowls.
Okay. Now, in the words of the great Michael Jordan, winning is all that counts. We can chop it up, break it down, swing it here, swing it there, take it there, but winning is all that counts at the end of the day. And that's coming from one of the greats.
But
Tom Brady is arguably considered the GOAT now, which is hard for me to say over Joe Montana. So my issue with you saying Aaron Rodgers, someone who's only been to 1 Super Bowl, won one, is a great player, but comparing him to Tom, that's like a baby to an adult. Like he's still growing in his career.
But at the same time, who knows? By the time Aaron Rodgers' legacy, Tom Brady's 40. So by the time Aaron Rodgers reaches 40 years old, we don't know what he's going to be at. But I'm talking eye test. When I'm watching the game and I'm watching Aaron Rodgers, he sticks out like a sore thumb when I watch quarterbacks. When I look at his play, I say, that's the kind of quarterback that I want running my team.
Now let me ask you this. Now, your issue was he has Bill Belichick, correct?
Right.
Now, I always say, who's throwing the football? Bill Belichick's not throwing the football.
Right, but
he's drawing up the strategy, but Tom is actually executing what he's given.
But if you take their numbers throwing the football, You could switch either one of them up. When Tom Brady got rushed and he gets those happy feet in the pocket, that's how Denver Broncos got that championship. They just blitzed him. You can't blitz Aaron Rodgers that way.
Right, but we know Tom never runs. Tom never runs.
He sits in the pocket.
Testament to his greatness, though.
Right, but when you get a team that has a pass rush, he doesn't look Tom terrific anymore.
Right, but let me ask you, that's 5 Super Bowls worth of that.
Right, no.
So it doesn't happen too often where you can actually speed him up. That's what you're trying to say.
I got it.
You can't really speed Tom up, ladies and gentlemen. I think y'all will probably agree. Aaron Rodgers is a great player, but my issue with that is 5 Super Bowl rings, potentially could have been 7. Yeah. Now, if he would have won those 2, he would have arguably been the best athlete in history.
I got you. We got to go to another topic. This next one, we're going to do an NBA topic. We're going to talk about Kyrie Irving, and we're going to ask. Kyrie Irving's been asked to be traded. So being that he's been asked, is no guarantee that he's going to be granted that wish. But what we want to do is we want to talk about his best fit. Where would be the best place for Kyrie Irving if he does get traded? Being that he doesn't have a no-trade clause, where would he best fit? I'll let you go ahead and start.
Okay. I would say, for me, the best fit for him would be somewhere where the players are actually used to someone having the ball like that. You know, I don't think you can send him anywhere where the players aren't used to a point guard dominating the ball, facilitating everything, whether it be passing, scoring, orchestrating, running plays. I think, for me, the Clippers would actually be the best fit because you're actually removing Chris Paul and then you're bringing someone else in similar. Now, Kyrie is more of a scorer, but he also averages 5 or 6 assists a game. So he would, to me, fill that void in for Blake Griffin, giving you another star at that position with them. Then you got Jamal Crawford coming off the bench, and you got the same cast of characters.
I gotta say, man, I have an issue with that because when you think of Chris Paul, people say point guard, meaning that Chris Paul is a pass-first point guard. Now, I love Kyrie Irving. He's probably one of my top 5 point guards in the game, but he's not a pass-first point guard. And when you look at Blake Griffin and you look at the big DeAndre Jordan, those guys have been known to be crybabies. And I'm not trying to take shots at their character, but they've been known to need the basketball. They've been known to put a lot of stuff out in the public when they're not happy. The whole time when Chris Paul would get on them and be more of a coach to them, they didn't like that. DeAndre Jordan was 2 seconds away from leaving and going to Dallas because of Chris Paul's ways.
What you're describing now is something that the coach has to deal with. Like that'll be a prime example of that is when Phil Jackson tried to implement the triangle and stuff like that. Michael Jordan fighting people at practice. You got to have coaching skills, meaning like when he brings that type of player in, it's on Doc Rivers. Wait. It's on Doc Rivers to control their temperaments. If he can't control their temperaments, then we need Phil Jackson or somebody in there that can control it.
When have we seen Doc control temperaments?
When he was
in Boston. Behind the scenes, a lot of stuff that Rajon Rondo did in the behind the scenes, they police themselves. That's the difference between that Boston team and the LA Clipper team with Kyrie Irving is Boston was known to police themselves, and basically KG took Rondo under his wing and taught Rondo how to be a good teammate. And to this day, Rondo still beefs with Ray Allen for leaving to Miami because Doc Rivers has never been known for.
So wait. So Doc Rivers would be irrelevant then in this whole situation.
And when he's irrelevant, now Kyrie is shooting up all the balls when he wants.
No. I'm talking about the Boston scenario.
No. I'm not going to say that. I'm going to say he had the perfect team for him to look great. And that since he's moved to the Clippers, he has not been able to show that he can move the Clippers, take them to that next level. But I'm going to go ahead and say the best place for Kyrie Irving, and I'm not saying this because I'm a Knicks fan. I'm saying this because this is what I really believe. I think it's in New York. Okay. I think in New York, he becomes the star. He has the same, that's the biggest market that you can be in as far as a basketball player. He has asked for the ability to be the superstar in the number 1 market. I think that's great for him. He has a young Porzingis that's coming up. On top of that, he gets to do whatever he wants. He gets to set the culture because the culture is dead there. So that's why I think that he would be better in New York, because in New York, you got the star and everybody's watching you, and that's exactly what you've asked for to leave Cleveland.
Okay. Now, We can go on and on about that basketball topic because we're both basketball players. But you guys, you see, that's the issue. This is what you're going to get on the show. So we're going to move on to our next topic, which is going to be in MLB, and we're going to discuss Barry Bonds.
Yes, sir.
And the things that he's done. You know, he was in the news as of late. You know, he just reached a milestone or celebrated a milestone
10 years.
that he had made.
10 years,
You know.
10 years to the time earlier this week of him hitting his 755th home run and having the all-time record.
Right, right. So we're going to get into that and discussing, does the steroid allegations tainted his legacy? Or is it all good? I know L is one of his favorite baseball players.
Oh, yeah, definitely.
So we're going to have to talk about this. You know, what do you think? Give me your issue with the scenario and let's break it down.
All right. I don't think it taints his legacy. And
Okay.
I'm going to say this. You know, I don't have a lot of knowledge in the steroids and things of that nature. I haven't done a lot of studying on it. But
Right.
I know to hit a baseball, I'm going to just give you prime examples. Some big guys go out there, they're too stiff to even hit a baseball. When they do hit it, it travels, but his hand-eye coordination was off the chain. And to me, he was already a Hall of Famer when he was in Pittsburgh, when he
Right.
was hitting 40 home runs and stealing 40 bases. Now, I look at the reason why he started to use the steroids is because it's the time.
Yeah.
It's not, I don't really put an indictment on him. I feel like when in Rome, do as the Romans do.
Yeah.
At that time, Mark McGwire and Sammy Sosa were being praised for hitting 60 home runs, 61 home runs every single year. And when you're Barry Bonds, you're looking at them like, I'm way better than them. I've been doing this way longer, yet they're getting all the notoriety. They're carrying baseball.
Right.
And I think if he did, it's alleged, if he did do steroids, I think that would be the reason why. But I think everybody in that era used them. So you're just playing on an even playing field with everybody.
Okay. Now my issue with that would be, because this is the issue, and we gonna keep bringing y'all the issue. Hope you guys remember that, the issue. My issue with that would be, L, is understanding steroids and what they do for an athlete.
Okay.
You know, with steroids, what it actually does for you, it allows you to be more durable, so to speak. So all the numbers that you have would increase because now your muscles are able to last longer. Your muscles are able to hit the ball further. You know, so these things right there you have to take into consideration
But-
when you, when you, you know what I'm saying, thinking about the scenario of why would steroids affect them. It has effect on your body and things like that, you know, so therefore you're gonna have to look at the numbers, break it down and say, would it have effect? Would he have hit that many?
Yeah, but maybe he wouldn't have hit that many. But my issue with that is that was the whole era. Everybody was doing it. So it's not like he's getting an unfair advantage while everybody else is playing on an even playing field.
Right.
We're going to have to go to break for you guys, but coming up, we're going to have our home court where we talk about local things that's going on in New Mexico. And after that, we're going to get locked in with Scrap. You guys don't want to miss that. That's going to be great. And then lastly, our open mic with McGregor and Mayweather. We're going to talk a little bit about that. Take it to break. You on The Issue, baby.
Let's go, let's go.
Well, I'm going to the frontier, walking to the cashier, order up a root beer and a number one. Cover it with green stuff, one scoop is not enough. Find a booth is real tough, back by the Duke. Meet my family, meet my friends in the quirkiest restaurant I have ever been. All of Albuquerque's favorite spot, it's the Frontier Restaurant.
The Frontier Restaurant is a proud supporter of Proview Sports Network. Don't sacrifice quality and flavor when you're in a hurry. Golden Pride offers ribs, fried chicken, green and red chili, breakfast burritos, and Frontier Cinnabons. 4 great locations, or visit us online at goldenpride@abq.com. Golden Pride Barbecue Chicken and Ribs, proud supporter of Proview Sports Network. Car Crafters, proud supporter of Proview Sports Network.
Are you sure we're supposed to be doing this?
Don't worry, I've watched him do it 1,000 times. Come on, what's the worst that can happen?
No! Bad dog!
Hi, welcome to Car Crafters. What happened?
Don't worry, we'll make it like it never happened.
Car crafters, it's like it never happened.
Ladera Golf Course. Opened in 1980, Ladera features a full 18 including spacious greens, a large driving range, roomy practice putting greens, and 4 large lakes. Surrounding Ladera, beautiful views of the Sandia Mountains to the east and volcanoes to the west. Ladera is a challenging city-owned course with the longest playing yardage of any other city courses. For weekend tee times and more information, call 505-836-4449.
Folks, there's no other way but to be all in. Either he's Lord of all or he is not Lord at all. And you can experience the real and authentic, true life change that only God can provide to humanity. See, when we truly encounter Jesus and purpose to know him and follow his teachings, hashtag life change will occur.
All righty, welcome back, guys. We're going to move on into our New Mexico segment where we're going to be talking about something or things that can improve sports here in New Mexico and also help the parents improve. Am I right, El? We want to have a scenario where we can embetter the parents and embetter the athletes. So let's go into it, El. What do you think?
Well, I think in the sporting events, a lot of times we have these parents that are just really out of control, and I think it makes it difficult as a dad who goes to sporting events. My son,
Right.
sometimes one bad apple can spoil the whole bunch.
Right.
And so, as we were talking about it, you were telling me a little bit about a rehabilitation situation for the parents, and
Yes.
I want you to go into that a little more in detail
Yes.
to some type of etiquette that the parents have to have on the sidelines because it affects your kids
Right.
whether you know it or not.
Right. And this rehabilitation situation that we're speaking about is simply putting the parents in position to learn, not only the kids, but we want to educate the parents on how to conduct themselves when they come out to the games. Because in our mind, the way we see it, everything starts at home. So if the parents are properly educated, guys, then it trickles down to the kids. Now the kids are disciplined, they become more team-oriented and not as selfish. Because at some of the games, you see parents just yelling for only their kid. They don't even yell for for anybody else.
And it's horrible because sometimes they're yelling at their own kids' teammates.
Right.
And so sometimes you may have a kid that's superior and the parents are in there like, come on, Josh, like,
Right.
pass the ball, and how does that help the kid? That was always my thing is, if it can help, then say it. I'm a true believer in constructive criticism.
Right.
But when you're sitting up here and you're just lambasting a kid, and now that kid, not only is he having to hear it from his own coach, but
Right.
from some of his teammates, and maybe even when he goes home, he's hearing it from the fans that are supposed to be on his side. So, and you're hearing it from the visitors who, that's what they're gonna do, the visiting fans or the fans against you, that's what they're gonna do. So it becomes difficult, and so when you were telling me about it, I thought it was something that maybe could be implemented here in New Mexico.
Right. So basically, the parents would come into the sporting event, they would get a set of rules. So it'd be like, here go your rules. So they get the rules. So when you enter the gymnasium or whatever sport you're attending, you have to follow those rules. Otherwise, you're gonna be dismissed from the game. There can be no extra in the parking lot. There can be no extra yelling at the security people, things like that. We have to show the parents also how to conduct themselves. It's been too many times that I've been into youth sporting events, and I've seen parents just rah-rah, jumping around in the parking lot about to fight.
Going off
Things
on
like
referees.
this.
I mean,
Yeah.
the stuff that they do to the referees, if you wonder why these kids have no respect for referees and it's more difficult as a referee, it's because when you in the car and your parents are talking about how horrible the ref was and the referee lost the game and this, that, and the other. I mean, a perfect example is LeVar Ball when he did the whole thing where he had the Adidas camp, he had the referee removed, and it's like when you're putting that out there, your kids are like sponges.
Right.
They're absorbing all of that information. And now all of a sudden when a bad call happens, guess who they're pointing the finger at? The referees. Guess who, so to me, it starts with the parents, and that's why I think that this is necessary. I think a rehabilitation situation would be great going into sporting events.
So now that means when you show up to the sporting event, like we're saying, again, to clarify, when you show up, you're getting a set of rules. So it's not a camp just for kids now. It's a camp for both parents and kids. You're not just coming in, oh, sit down, I'm gonna yell and do what I wanna do. Nope, you're gonna have to follow this set of rules. And if you do not, you're gonna be dismissed. Now, that allows everything to flow smoothly, and you don't have it as much controversy. The controversy becomes low,
Yeah, but now we got to look at it. I'm going to just play devil's advocate.
Mm-hmm.
Security. How you getting these guys out of the gym? You got a guy who may be, a little bit liquored up or whatever you want to call it.
Right.
And he's willing to risk it all because he's not in his right frame of mind, so to speak.
Right.
Are you hiring new security? Do you need police at these events? Like, let's talk about how we make this happen. Can this happen? Can this literally happen, or is this something that's just a pipe dream?
I think it can definitely happen. And see, this is where the parents have to take some ownership and some responsibility.
Mm-hmm.
Sometimes you got to be able to police yourself. So when one parent sees another parent acting out of order,
Mm-hmm.
it's up to them to be adults and say, hey, you're over the line. We have the rules. We have our kids in the gym. This scenario is to embetter our children, not set a bad example. So if the parents can aid the security by talking to the person that is being rah-rah or rowdy or whatever you want to call it, then the situation can probably go just a tad bit smoothly, because now you don't have this policeman trying to strong arm the person, take them out of the gym and this and that. Now you have, if it's a woman, you have another woman speak to her. Hey, Janice, can you stop? So it's different scenarios that we can create to keep it low.
So this is a community activist thing. This is something that we all gotta be one in. We gotta all go in on, and it's gotta be something that, when it's all said and done, we all have to stand together as a united one, because you can't have something like this and think that it's gonna go if we don't have all hands on deck.
Totally agree.
Because it's too difficult to hire police officers to come to events, and usually the police officers, they only show up to the events when it's a big time game where they think it's going to be sold out, where the tickets have been sold, and it's going to be a prime time event.
Yeah.
But it's still happening in gyms that are dang near empty, and those huge arenas you can't even hear most of the time. But in those small gyms is where I feel it's continuing and it's happening more, and the people can hear it, and it's more likely that you could help stop it.
Right. Now, with that said, folks, you can see we love New Mexico. We're New Mexico people. Elle grew up here, so we definitely want to help out in making the sporting scene much, much better. We're going to take a quick commercial break, and we're going to come right back, and I'm going to get locked in into our Locked In segment. So stay tuned, everybody. You on the issue.
Let's go.
Well, I'm going to the frontier, walking to the cashier, order up a root beer and a number one. Cover it with green stuff, one scoop is not enough. Find a booth is real tough, backed by the Duke. Meet my family, meet my friends in the quirkiest restaurant I have ever been. All of Albuquerque's favorite spot, it's the Frontier Restaurant.
The Frontier Restaurant is a proud supporter of Proview Sports Network. Don't sacrifice quality and flavor when you're in a hurry. Golden Pride offers ribs, fried chicken, green and red chili, breakfast burritos, and Frontier Cinnabons. 4 great locations, or visit us online at goldenpride@abq.com. Golden Pride Barbecue Chicken and Ribs, proud supporter of Proview Sports Network. Ladera Golf Course. Opened in 1980, Ladera features a full 18 including spacious greens, a large driving range, roomy practice putting greens, and 4 large lakes. Surrounding Ladera, beautiful views of the Sandia Mountains to the east and volcanoes to the west. Ladera is a challenging city-owned course with the longest playing yardage of any other city courses. For weekend tee times and more information, call 505-836-4449. Car Crafters, proud supporter of Proview Sports Network.
Are you sure we're supposed to be doing this?
Don't worry, I've watched him do it 1,000 times. Come on, what's the worst that can happen?
No! Bad dog!
Hi, welcome to Car Crafters. What happened?
Don't worry, we'll make it like it never happened.
Car crafters, it's like it never happened.
Folks, there's no other way but to be all in. Either he's Lord of all or he is not Lord at all. And you can experience the real and authentic, true life change that only God can provide to humanity. See, when we truly encounter Jesus and purpose to know him and follow his teachings, hashtag life change will occur.
You're back with The Issue, and now we're going to get into a little segment that we like to call Locked In. But we got a little couple rules to it, so I'm going to kind of give you guys a quick rundown of how this is going to kind of play out. Scrap, he's going to go into a Locked In segment about something that he's very passionate about. This is his opportunity to try to make you guys and sway you guys onto his viewpoint. What I need you guys to do is I need you guys to hit our Facebook at The Issue, our Twitter at The Issue, or email us at the.issue505@gmail.com. So what's going to happen is I got these cards. These are emojis. I'm going to use these emojis. So he's not locked in. You see, this is an open lock. So while he's not locked in, we're going to use this open lock. If he starts to get cold, we're going to tell him he's cold. What I want you guys to do when you do go to Facebook and Twitter, I want you guys to post which emoji, when it's all finished, you feel that he accomplished. When he gets locked in, we'll hit him with this. When he's getting hot, we'll hit him with this. So we're going to give this a trial run. So come on, guys. This is y'all's show. So let's get it.
All right, baby, let's get locked in. Let's get locked in. I got to go into scrap mode right now and get locked in on my topic. My locked in segment, what we're going to talk about is how the two guard position or the shooting guard position has firstly basically took away the point guard in the NBA, and then secondly affected the other positions. Now let me tell you this, let me break this down for you guys. As a point guard, you like to handle the basketball, right? I know I do because I played the position. If you don't have the ball, that would mean you're being pushed to the corner. You're being forced off the ball to just sit there and do nothing. If I'm the point guard, I definitely wouldn't want to be on that team. So, for instance, Kobe Bryant.
You cold, my G.
Okay.
You cold. We gotta get this heated up. You're getting real cold right now.
Let's warm it up then.
All right, warm it up.
Kobe Bryant, for instance, has the highest usage rated as a player in NBA history. So as a point guard, why would you ever want to play with him? Why would you ever want to play with him? You're never going to dribble.
Okay, you're getting hot. You're getting hot. I'm liking where this is going.
Exactly.
Keep going.
You're never going to facilitate. You're never going to do anything based upon the list of requirements that a point guard's responsibilities are. You're not going to do it.
Okay, so are you saying right now, not to interrupt you because I know you locked in, but I'm trying to get you locked in. I'm trying to get the viewers on the same page that you on.
Mm-hmm.
Are you saying that now with the Kobe Bryant, they are so good, they are so in depth, they can do every single thing that you no longer need the post. You no longer need a point guard because now all Kobe needed was Derek Fisher, and he got 5 rings. Right. And we all know as point guards, me and you both playing professional basketball, the point guard position is an extension of the coach. Are you saying that now that we have got these two guards who can do every single thing, now they're pushing the point guard out because now we're in the corner waiting to see what they're going to do every single time?
Basically, this is what I'm saying. Let me sum it up for everybody. I'm going to make it real quick. I'm going to get locked in and get hot real fast.
Get hot.
Rondo or Chauncey Billups or Kyrie Irving or any good point guard that you name can't play with Kobe Bryant. That should sum it up. Why? Because Kobe is going to have the ball majority of the time. If anybody ever played point guard, you know that you have a certain responsibility. If you're not allowed that responsibility, you might as well pack your bags.
Okay,
because you're not even anywhere on the radar of doing anything.
You're getting hot. You're getting hot. I like where you're going.
As a point guard to be able to distribute the ball, run the club, be an extension of the coach on the floor, and all of these things. But when you're playing with such a great point guard, a shooting guard like Kobe Bryant, you're not allowed that. Because most of the time, for instance, hold up, LeBron James is the best example of this. He's one of my favorite players. One of my favorites. But this is why Kyrie doesn't want to be there. This is summing it up. LeBron James forces him running down the court.
He's getting hot.
And then
he's getting hot.
There.
He's getting hot.
Why would Kyrie want to be on the team? That's why he want to get traded.
That's true.
Because he cannot be his normal self. LeBron James come down if we watch the game. He has the ball 90% of the time. He's calling all the plays. He's telling everybody what to do. So how on earth could Kyrie ever develop into what he can be when you have such ball-dominant players at these small forward positions and at these shooting guard positions?
So how do we fix this?
It's taken away from the game.
How do we fix this? Can it be fixed? Or is that are you basically saying, point guards, get used to it, you're out the game?
In today's game, look at where the game is going now, guys. The game has went to more two guards masquerading, I'm going to say that word again, masquerading as point guards.
Russell Westbrook?
Exactly.
Is that a shot at Russell? Is that a shot at James? Harden?
Yeah, you know, I definitely got to throw a shot at Harden. You need to get off the goddamn. Oh, excuse my language at home, everybody. I'm locked in.
He's locked
I'm about to go in.
He's
you
locked
gotta
in.
pass the ball, James Harden. If you want to win.
He's getting hot. He's getting hot.
You got to give it up. You can't just come down and shoot the ball in 3 seconds. Dribble the air out the ball without passing it. That's why you need your point guard. You need your point guard to be able to direct traffic, keep the team going in a certain direction. Without that, with the person who wants to score all the time with the basketball, the team has no direction. Because the one who wants to score always had the ball.
And he's not facilitating.
Exactly.
He's not making anybody better.
There's nobody thinking in the interest of the team.
He's definitely locked in, y'all.
Nobody's
He's
thinking
locked
in the interest of the
He's
team.
locked in. He got it.
To me,
he got it.
That's why, hey, LeVar Ball, I'm talking straight to you. Somebody get LeVar. We're going to have to get LeVar. You better be lucky Kobe Bryant ain't still playing there and your son got drafted to the Lakers. Hey. That's what I got to tell you, LeVar Ball. So you need to come on our show. See, I'm knocking the papers down.
Let's go.
LeVar Ball need to come sit right here so I can give him his issue.
Let's go. Give him the issue,
because
baby.
Kobe Bryant was
He's
still
definitely
there.
locked in.
Them big baller shoes ain't getting no run. They ain't getting no run, baby. So the best thing that happened for Lonzo, who I hadn't seen play in person, who I thought, hey, this kid's great. But how could he ever develop if Kobe Bryant was sitting there?
Yeah.
He can't develop.
You saw the same thing essentially with Russell, who was over there.
Exactly. So now you get him out of there. Now the strategy is we want to implement a Magic Johnson. There's no more Magic Johnsons. Name me one player that you think is like Magic Johnson today.
They would say LeBron James, but LeBron James is still trying to attack.
But that's what I'm saying. That's what I'm saying. When I say like Magic, I'm saying like this man averaged 13, 14 assists for the career.
Yeah, that's true.
He averaged over double figures for the career. I didn't say scoring. You know, he could have scored, but his job was to make everybody better. Him and John Stockton. John Stockton is one of my personal favorites of all time, people. There's no more John Stocktons left.
All right, we're gonna get you. He's locked in.
Before we go to commercial break, let me finish it's getting locked in.
Let's get it in. You locked in for sure.
John Stocktons. We need to bring back Stocktons. We need to bring back Magics. Y'all hear me?
He's on fire.
This is coming from 2 point
guards. Okay, listen, I'm gonna take us to break. Next up, we're gonna talk a little bit of Floyd Mayweather versus Conor McGregor. Is it a clown show? Is it a moneymaker? Do y'all really think that Conor McGregor has a chance? Y'all make sure though, y'all hit us on Facebook and let us know if he was locked in, if he was cold, if he was, I don't know, if he was questionable.
And LeVar Ball, we want LeVar Ball right here.
We want him here.
He done been on every show in America, so he got to come on the issue now. And we gonna give him his issue.
Yes, sir.
I'm at a deal with Proview Sports Network. It's our 10th anniversary here at Proview Network. So this fall, we've got everything coming your way.
frontier, walk up to the cashier, order up a root beer and a number one. Cover it with green stuff, one scoop is not enough. Find a booth is real tough, back by the Duke. Meet my family, meet my friends in the quirkiest restaurant I have ever been. All of Albuquerque's favorite spot, it's the Frontier Restaurant.
The Frontier Restaurant is a proud supporter of Proview Sports Network. Ladera Golf Course. Opened in 1980, Ladera features a full 18 including spacious greens, a large driving range, roomy practice putting greens, and 4 large lakes. Surrounding Ladera, beautiful views of the Sandia Mountains to the east and volcanoes to the west. Ladera is a challenging city-owned course with the longest playing yardage of any other city courses. For weekend tee times and more information, call 505-836-4449. Don't sacrifice quality and flavor when you're in a hurry. Golden Pride offers ribs, fried chicken, green and red chili, breakfast burritos, and Frontier Cinnabons. 4 great locations, or visit us online at goldenpride@abq.com. Golden Pride Barbecue Chicken and Ribs, proud supporter of Proview Sports Network. Car Crafters, proud supporter of Proview Sports Network.
Are you sure we're supposed to be doing this?
Don't worry, I've watched him do it 1,000 times. Come on, what's the worst that can happen?
No! Bad dog!
Hi, welcome to Car Crafters. What happened?
Don't worry, we'll make it like it never happened.
Car crafters, it's like it never happened.
Folks, there's no other way but to be all in. Either he's Lord of all or he is not Lord at all. And you can experience the real and authentic, true life change that only God can provide to humanity. See, when we truly encounter Jesus and purpose to know him and follow his teachings, hashtag life change will occur.
Back on the issue. Y'all know what time it is. We're in the final segment.
I gotta fan myself out.
Man,
We was hot. We were locked in here.
Definitely locked in. I gotta give him credit. Great job, my man.
Appreciate it.
Knowing what you got going on. But we're gonna take it to a topic: boxing. We want to talk a little McGregor and Mayweather. We're gonna give our takes on what's going on, our issues on the fight, and I'm gonna start with Scrap. I'm gonna give the floor to you. What you think about this fight? Tell me the goods, the bads, the uglies, all that. I want to know everything you think about this fight.
You know what that fight make me want to do, El? That fight make me want to just knock all my stuff off. That's what that fight made me want to do, everybody at home. It make me just want to just be livid about everything in sports.
Okay, tell me why. Tell me your issue.
That should be, that's like saying we as basketball players go to the NFL and be running backs. We serious right now? How can we even, man, we on the issue. I'm about to give it to him. How can we even take this serious? I love Floyd Mayweather as a professional boxer, El, but sometimes you can cross the line.
Yeah.
I think there was qualified contenders, as he's going to get into, that could have fought Floyd. Am I right?
Man, you're completely right. And what I was saying, and just to piggyback on a few things that you were saying, when I think of this fight, I think of exactly how you said. I'm like, are there good basketball players out there? Sure. Right. But Floyd Mayweather is the #1 boxer, meaning that we're semi-pros. But if I took a football player and told him, you're about to play LeBron James, you played some in high school, but you're about to play the #1 player, not one of us,
right.
Because I would still drag them.
Right.
You know what I mean? You bring a football player out there with me, I'm still dragging.
Yes.
But we're talking, okay, so if Mayweather, or let's say McGregor, was that football player, if he fought a lesser fighter and knocked him out or something like that, then there'd be a little more buzz. But you can't take the best NFL football player, and I'll use Odell Beckham. You cannot take Odell Beckham and put him against, I won't even use Odell Beckham, we'll use Tom Brady. You cannot take Tom Brady, the #1 quarterback in the NFL, and say, go play LeBron, just because you're #1 in UFC and he's #1 in boxing.
Right.
Go play and see what happens.
Let me tag on, and what we're saying, for everybody at home, what we're saying is, this man ain't never boxed a day in his life.
And when
him.
he was an amateur boxer, he didn't do too well.
Right, and that's just like saying, Floyd, go fight in the octagon.
Right.
You think Floyd is that crazy? No. So Conor is crazy for trying to go fight a 49-0 professional. Now we seen today where Floyd's saying, oh, I'm too old. Oh, I've been retired for a couple of years. We seen all the hoopla that he's been causing, but that's Money Mayweather.
Right.
And he about his dollars.
Right.
And he want to get paid.
Right.
So he's trying to, essentially do what's best for him, his name and brand.
Right.
So we get it, Floyd.
But same thing on McGregor's end. Because McGregor is going into boxing. He knows he can't win.
True.
But he's going to sit up there and tell you, like, there was a thing that I was reading about. Paulie Malignaggi, a great boxer, was boxing to get him ready. And Paulie Malignaggi can't even stand in a class with Floyd. But he's helping McGregor.
Yeah.
As he's helping McGregor, for some reason they found a picture with him laying down and they put something out there saying McGregor knocked down Malignaggi. So Malignaggi got hot about it, like, man, I'm trying to help you. And I've been whooping you every sparring session that we've had, and you gonna put this?
Exactly.
And now he's telling it all. And that doesn't look good for the McGregor camp because what you're trying to do is sell the fight.
Right.
In essence, this is a moneymaker. Floyd Mayweather, McGregor, both trying. This is gonna be the most money that McGregor's ever made.
Definitely.
So I mean, if I'm McGregor, I'm doing the same thing. Like, man, I'm gonna go in here. Floyd Mayweather ain't really a knockout artist. He definitely is gonna win, but I don't sully my name in the UFC because I'm a UFC fighter. But I'm about to get the biggest payday ever. His biggest payday was $3 million.
Right.
He's about to make.
But we see I don't mean to intersect, but we see Floyd trying to do whatever he can to make Conor dollars.
Right.
So I respect Floyd for the effort.
Yeah,
because he's like, if you're going to embark on this endeavor with me, then I'm going to take it to the top.
Right,
Floyd,
right.
like, we playing at the top and we ain't playing at all.
Right. We'll go racism. We'll go wherever we got to go to sell these tickets.
To sell these tickets. And that's what you got to. Floyd as the businessman.
Right.
Floyd is a great business mind. You can take nothing away from him in that scenario.
That's true.
Because he's always trying to do what's going to earn him the most money.
Right.
Now he's a great boxer and he always thinking about his legacy, career, and things like that, which preparation is very key for him.
Right.
Like, he prepares to the maximum. From what I've seen and studied about him, this man's up, he's running every morning. He's doing a plethora of things to keep himself like that.
Right.
But he has to make up a scenario that people believe that he can't win.
Yeah,
but Floyd,
McGregor
you on
is
the issue, you not fooling us.
Right.
You gonna make us knock everything off the gas like we said.
McGregor is a knockout artist. He could knock me out with one punch if I don't do this. Floyd, you don't get hit.
That's how we gonna look at you.
You don't even get hit.
We don't believe you.
You need more people.
Exactly.
You don't even get hit from regular boxers. So what makes you think if Canelo Alvarez is chasing you around and you just titty-patting him all over the ring, what makes you think McGregor's about to get in there? And Canelo got knockout power, as you'll see when he fights Triple G in a month from this fight. That's a real boxer who's chasing you, who's bigger than you, who has knockout power.
Did you see McGregor in his practice segment?
Oh my goodness.
If y'all pull up McGregor's,
on YouTube,
McGregor's
baby.
practice
On
segment
YouTube.
on YouTube, this is gonna sum us up.
It's pathetic.
Y'all lucky we even took this topic.
Right.
You know what I'm saying? I'm just gonna be honest with you, because this is the first time for the show, but we on.
Right.
As y'all can see, we giving an issue.
Right.
And y'all even lucky for our show that we took this. Because, come on, man. This is kind of a clown show.
Mm-hmm. Definitely.
But a clown show that got a lot of money involved.
Right, and so if you can make that money,
So
put on your clown suit, put your little red hair on and your little red nose or whatever it is and get to work. So what we want to do with this open mic segment is we're going to give you guys a chance to let us know the things that you guys want us to talk about in the fourth segment.
Yes.
Sometimes our open mic will be guests coming in that we've done videos on, or it might even be just an open mic segment where we're doing a lot of different things that our Facebook and our Twitter followers want us to do. So y'all make sure that y'all keep pushing those topics to us on our Facebook. Our Facebook is The Issue. Our Twitter is The Issue. And our Gmail account, which you can email us if you want to get personal and get insight. We would love to read your comments on the air. That will be the.issue 505@gmail.com. So guys, make sure y'all get on those things.
Make sure you contact us, guys. We're going to be looking for it. We're going to be constantly scrolling through Facebook. We want fan interaction or to interact with you guys. so that we can bring you the content that you want. This is not about us. This is a show for you guys. We want to get the topics that you want to talk about. We all got Facebook pages. We all got all social media. So if you contact us, we are going to put the issue or the topic on the show, and we're going to discuss it. We're not running. We ain't hiding.
Right.
If y'all looking for us, we looking for you.
Right.
That's the scenario.
Right. And you know what? We don't take ourselves that serious to the point where we feel like we can't discuss the normal things that are going on, the normal issues in the world. That's why we're called The Issue, is because when you get on this channel, you're going to get your issue. So just make sure you guys keep that content. One more thing about the McGregor. Go ahead first. I was going to say one more thing about the McGregor and the Mayweather fight. A lot of people say Mayweather won't even be hit. Do you think that Mayweather takes a few punches just to add to the narrative? Do you think Mayweather goes down?
I can't believe you even brought that back up. Y'all see what he made me do? I had to throw my pen out there. I can't even believe you were back there. But that's my partner. He gonna stick to it. But what I think, I'll chime in on it. You put me on. I'd go ahead and chime in on it. We're gonna give him some respect.
Right.
They are professional athletes. I think that man ain't gonna learn no punches, man. Let's keep it real here. We're gonna just be straight up on the issue. I'm telling you, we ain't playing no games. I think he's lucky to win a round. But for the sake of Floyd and understanding his business and brand, he might just allow it.
But I find that hard to believe, because I look at it like, if we're playing ball, do you take, well, it's kind of hard to say basketball-wise, but I don't know if I'm cutting any breaks, you know what I mean? But,
yeah. I mean, and that's the thing about it. It's like you won't know until the fight happens.
Right. That's why you got to buy it. That's why it's intriguing.
But see, and Floyd, I've seen Floyd knock somebody out with their hands down in the fight.
Right.
Hands down, he knocked him out.
Right.
So when the fight happens, we all gonna see what's gonna happen. So you guys, that was our show today. We want to thank you guys for joining in, tuning in. Make sure you guys tune in again and contact us on our social media, like we said, on Twitter, @TheIssue, on Facebook, the same. Email theissue @gmail.com. Make sure you hit us, write us, and that's our show for today, you guys. Thank you for joining us. I hope we was locked in, we turned up. Hope you guys liked it.
Hope you got your issue.
Let's go, baby.
Hey, how you doing? I'm Adam Deal, Executive Director of Proview Sports Network. Proview Network's coming up on our 10th anniversary here. A lot of fun times ahead. Now, it's hard to believe that we started out as a small streaming company, and now we're New Mexico's first and only 24/7 all-sports television network. Big stuff. We've got a lot of sponsorships that you could be a part of, 700 broadcasts, and a lot more. From live shows every day to live sporting events that everyone wants to be a part of. Come join us here on Proview's 10th anniversary.
Crafters, proud supporter of Proview Sports Network.
Are you sure we're supposed to be doing this?
Don't worry, I've watched him do it 1,000 times. Come on, what's the worst that can happen?
No! Bad dog!
Hi, welcome to Car Crafters. What happened?
Don't worry, we'll make it like it never happened.
Car crafters, it's like it never happened.
Garden Sort's Team Sales is a proud supporter of Proview Sports Network.
Get into the game. Garden Schwartz Team Sales features fine products and apparel from Wilson, Schutt Sports, Speedline, and Russell Athletics. We offer custom embroidery and screen printing services for all of your school or club needs, from team uniforms to school letter jackets. Specializing in all sports and serving all communities, from big schools to small schools, from up north to down south, or all points in between. Garden Schwartz Team Sales. For great prices, friendly staff, and quality products, call Garden Schwartz Team Sales today at 1-800-880-7767. That's 1-800-880-7767. Since 1939, Garden Schwartz Team Sales is a proud supporter of New Mexico youth athletics.
Altitude Sports Grill is where Albuquerque's sports fans won't miss a game. With locally crafted brews on tap and refreshingly crisp cocktails. Located in Hotel Cascada, Albuquerque residents find a staycation worth staying for. Catching Lobo sports, enjoying a beer on the beach, or wiping out, Hotel Cascada is home to your urban adventure. Affordable guest rooms, no-hassle water park parties, and much more.
Folks, there's no other way but to be all in. Either he's Lord of all or he is not Lord at all. And you can experience the real and authentic, true life change that only God can provide to humanity. See, when we truly encounter Jesus and purpose to know him and follow his teachings, hashtag life change will occur.
Ladera Golf Course. Opened in 1980, Ladera features a full 18 including spacious greens, a large driving range, roomy practice putting greens, and 4 large lakes. Surrounding Ladera, beautiful views of the Sandia Mountains to the east and volcanoes to the west. Ladera is a challenging city-owned course with the longest playing yardage of any other city courses. For weekend tee times and more information, call 505-836-4449. I'm at a deal with Proview Sports Network. It's our 10th anniversary here at Proview Network. So this fall, we've got everything coming your way. Hey, how you doing? I'm Adam Deal, Executive Director of Proview Sports Network. Proview Network's coming up on our 10th anniversary here. A lot of fun times ahead. Now, it's hard to believe that we started out as a small streaming company, and now we're New Mexico's first and only 24/7 all-sports television network. Big stuff. We've got a lot of sponsorships that you could be a part of, 700 broadcasts, and a lot more. From live shows every day to live sporting events that everyone wants to be a part of. Come join us here on Proview's 10th anniversary. How you doing? I'm Adam Deal. You're watching the Proview Weekly Run.
Time now for the Tea of a Kind Top 10 Plays of the Week, Twist to Brew.
Welcome back. You're watching the NMAA 2015 NMAA seeding and selection.
Country when I played 35 years ago, and what's happening to our world? I've been gone 20 years, and we're going to change it this week, okay?
Ladera Golf Course. Opened in 1980, Ladera features a full 18 including spacious greens, a large driving range, roomy practice putting greens, and 4 large lakes. Surrounding Ladera, beautiful views of the Sandia Mountains to the east and volcanoes to the west. Ladera is a challenging city-owned course with the longest playing yardage of any other city courses. For weekend tee times and more information, call 505-836-4449.